Have you ever replayed the same conversation in your head over and over again? Maybe someone said something small, but hours later, you're still thinking about it. Did I say the wrong thing? Did they misunderstand me? Should I have stayed quiet? And suddenly, one small moment turns into 100 different thoughts. If this sounds familiar, you are not alone. Welcome back to Little Talks with Liddy, episode 4. Today we are talking about something many of us struggle with: overthinking. Why do we why do we do it? Why does our mind keep going in circles? And how can we finally find some peace? Overthinking doesn't always look dramatic. Sometimes it looks like a perfectly normal day on the outside, while inside your head 100 thoughts are running a marathon. You answer one question, and somehow your brain creates five more. It's like your brain is a detective who never clocks out. You and a text. 5 minutes later, the detective appears. Why haven't they replied? Did I say something wrong? Are they upset? Should I send another message? Meanwhile, the other person is probably just taking a nap. That's overthinking. Our minds often create mysteries where none exist. Have you noticed that overthinking loves one question more than any other? What if? What if I fail? What if they don't like me? What if I make a mistake? What if everything goes wrong? The funny thing is, our brains almost never ask the opposite questions. What if it works out? What if they love it? What if this becomes the best decision you have ever made? Overthinking is often a very creative storyteller. The problem is, it usually writes horror stories. Overthinkers have a special superpower. They travel to the future. Unfortunately, they usually visit the worst possible future. You haven't even started the project yet, but your brain has already imagined failing, getting embarrassed, moving to another country, and somehow ending up living with 20 cats, all before breakfast. The future is important, but living there all day is exhausting. Here's a secret: overthinking hates action. The moment you take one small step, the monster gets smaller. You don't need all the answers before you begin. You only need the next step. Think about learning to ride a bicycle. You can read 10 books about cycling, watch 50 videos, ask everyone for advice, but eventually you have to get on the bike. Life works the same way. Before you go to sleep tonight, I want you to ask yourself one question: what am I worrying about right now? Then ask yourself another question: can I do something about it today? If the answer is yes, take one tiny step. And if the answer is no, give yourself permission to rest. Because not every problem needs to be solved tonight. Sometimes peace begins when we stop arguing with every thought that comes to our mind. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for the next episode with such topic. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz. Bye.